Hello, this is Coping with Donald. I am Phil. It's the evening of February 18th, 2025, and I'm going to readily admit that today I was very weak. And I fell victim to a depression that I try to fight off every single day of my life, to be honest. And it really has to do with the politics of today and the general unease I have with the country. There are three things I'm going to talk about, but the first one's the one that really has me thrown for a loop. Nursing homes. You know, there's a lot of people in nursing homes that are penniless. And they're put into nursing homes because there's no other place for them. This is paid by Medicaid. The very same Medicaid that Republicans have proposed to eliminate in the budget that they just presented. Folks, this is not a bargaining tool. I don't want to hear about, oh, well, you know, then they compromise, blah, blah, blah. No, this is disgusting, is what this is. That anyone would even use that, even though they don't think they would get it, or maybe not even want to get it, but they'll get concessions. This is like holding children hostages with guns to their heads. This is gross. The elimination of Medicaid would force the states to come up with the funds. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think the red states would do it or care. My own state of Florida included. The proud Ron DeSantis. I don't think they would care. Remember, to Republicans, an older person who can't take care of themselves very often doesn't even have their memories, aren't able to function mentally. They're useless to the Republicans. They're useless to MAGA. They can't work. They can't produce in society. They can't pick the fruits and vegetables. So, being that they've outlived their usefulness, why are we going to have them around? And this was pretty much a Nazi policy as far as mentally disabled people went. Elimination, survival of the fittest. And I gotta admit that that has really gotten me down, the lack of humanity today that I just felt everywhere around me. Okay, the other things that I want to talk about, the handshake scandal with Tom Hanks. He was on the Saturday Night Live 50th anniversary show, and apparently he was in a skit where he played a MAGA sort of conservative Trumper, and at the end he refused to shake the hand of a black man. Even though they had a lot in common, apparently. Or he had a lot of knowledge of how black people thought, because they were playing a Jeopardy game or something. But anyway, the point is that he wouldn't shake the hand of a black man, and so MAGA's upset saying, oh, that's not like us. We're not that way. We're really mad at Saturday Night Live for this, and Tom Hanks. But I'd like to remind you about 6 weeks ago that when Senator Deborah Fisher, a Republican, was sworn into the Senate by Kamala Harris, her husband refused to shake the vice president, or the then vice president's, hand. So why are you getting so upset about this Tom Hanks thing? You've shown how you feel. In this case, a black woman who didn't run against Deb Fisher. She was running for president. And I have a feeling that Deb Fisher, I don't think she and Kamala Harris have a history at all. He didn't like her. She was a Democrat. She was black. Okay. But don't get upset about this Tom Hanks thing. Don't go being a snowflake. Talk about snowflakes. God. The shit that Democrats and liberals have to put up with right now on a daily basis. And no, it's not just, oh, you have to accept these people because they're gay or something like that. No, this is like life-changing stuff everywhere. They're trying to change our souls and the way we treat each other. Which is depressing also. And finally, I want to talk about Elon for a moment. People keep saying, well, he's a billionaire, so I trust him going into Social Security. First of all, I don't want anyone to have my info. Weren't we just crying about 6 months ago about TikTok getting our personal info? Now Elon's got it, and he could give it to anybody he wants. In fact, he probably already has. But it's the thing about Elon that people say, I trust him because he's a billionaire. He doesn't need our money. Well, Trump's a billionaire, supposedly, and he keeps needing your money. He's selling Bibles and sneakers and all this crap while he's president. But Elon, I want to point out something about very wealthy people. Yeah, Elon has more money than he would ever need. Money, certain amounts of money aren't that, 25 million, oh, okay. No big deal. To Elon. But what's a big deal to a lot of wealthy people, I mean, they have all the money they would ever need to do whatever they wanted. But now the focus is, in order to feel that rich, feel that wealthy, feel that well off, they have to make sure that you don't have anything. That's what makes them feel better now. Not gaining more wealth on their own, but making sure that you don't have any. That way you have to work for pennies. That way you keep prices low, because they have to be low so you can buy the items. The few items you can buy. They get a kick out of the amount of people in poverty. That is the only way I can explain Elon Musk's behavior and other of the many wealthy who seem to take certain joys in putting other people down because they don't have money, or thinking that they're better than everybody else because they don't have money. I know a lot of people don't want to think that way. They want to praise Musk. They want to idealize the wealthy. There's some people that are fantastic. But in truth, that is what they think of you. And that is a lesson learned from many years of life experience. They want to put down those they consider inferior. And if it's 99% of the people, they're even happier. It's really important that conservatives wake up before it's too late. Okay? Once you destroy this, you won't get it back. We will be a failed country. We will be a failed country without any friends around the world. Don't think Putin's going to be your friend. We will be an autocracy, a strong-arm military autocracy who can treat their subjects, their citizens, I would call them more their subjects, any way they want. I'm too old to keep this from happening. Many people out there aren't. And that's the danger. No one's going to come to save you. Canada won't save you. Europe won't save you. Because they're going to be saving themselves. America won't be great. Jesus won't come down to help you. If Jesus was going to help you, he wouldn't have let this happen in the first place. In fact, being that Trump and others, and many of the pastors, warp his words to try to justify this. I think Jesus would be pretty angry with everyone. So, what you can do is treat other people with respect. If they look different than you, if they act differently from you, treat them with respect. And I will do that with anyone who has respect for other people. But there are a lot of people out there who don't. That is why Trump is in office now. Not everybody who voted for Trump is a racist or misogynist. But it sure, Trump being one, sure didn't keep anyone from voting for him that voted for him. They were able to overlook that. I hope you guys have a plan B. This has been Coping with Don, and I'm Phil. Have a good day.